Just the opening music is so tragic, so beautiful. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, this is the latest trailer from Hoyoverse A Winter's Night Lazzo. And let's just go through it whilst it plays here in the background. So obviously in the beginning, the what I would assume to be the final remains, or the symbolism of the final remains of La Signora fighting there in the sort of snowy blizzard just to sort of get back. And we're obviously introduced to all of the Fatui here. I thought that it was like really well done. Right here in the beginning, we had like the chessboard scene, and it's very clear that the game is only partway sort of playing out. We've got all the gnosis, but this is not where it ends. There's a much larger game at plan, and obviously here's the fallen pawn representing La Senora being slain. So I thought that was so cool. A little ice touch there in the background in this cathedral, that what I would assume is very cool. And here this lady, she's just so gorgeous. She's singing, of course, the tune that we're listening to, singing on La Signora's grave. It is just very, I find it very romantically tragic in a certain sense. So good. This guy is just an absolute menace. I sort of really don't like him, and as you can hear the other Fatui say, just have a bit of respect for the dead. Just half a day worth of mourning, that's not really cool. This guy looks really cool and awesome. And then this chick is, yeah, the sort of dark version of Eula. Very nice eyes. I love that little double cross in it. It's always going to be interesting, like which of these characters are going to be playable, because we know Tartaglia or Child there in the background, he is a playable character, but which one of these enemies are going to be weekly bosses, once-off story bosses, playable characters? It is very interesting. Obviously, all of them are wearing coats, so we can't discern anything about their visions. We don't really have much more information, but that young girl there and the girl with the cross eyes definitely look like playable characters. But this guy with the mask, obviously, I don't think he is a playable character. He'll probably be like a boss, or somewhere in the story he'll probably feature, like most of the others. This character as well, I don't think is a playable character, but he does look like someone that somewhere along the way we will meet, and it's going to be quite interesting. I don't want to give you too many spoilers from the manga, the web manga, but there is definitely a connection with him and Kale, which is really awesome. And here is the big man himself, probably the leader of the Fatui, and he's just saying, look guys, let's just get it all together, let's pay our respects properly. And here all of them are, and it's very solemn, very nice to sort of see. And what I really love now is the Tsaritsa herself actually sort of acting in the background. You'll see at the final resting place of La Signora being encased by ice, being like sort of sealed off with like the little blizzard that just sort of envelops it. Like this guy said, this is an absolute peace. This is the final gift to La Signora as she is permanently frozen, and of course the little red butterfly just being extinguished whilst it goes onto the coffin. I don't assume they've got her remains in here, but this is probably more like just a symbolic gesture, just to sort of mark her end together with the old world, as they sort of put it, which is so cool. Yeah, and here is pretty much the end, and now we get a bit of a preview. So things might be happening in Sumeru, with the Fatui trying to burn down a tree. We saw this in the little teaser trailer right here at the end. So for what this means, I've got no idea, but honestly, this little teaser trailer, very good. It's given us a lot of food for thought, a lot of lore, a lot of the it gives a bit more perspective in terms of how the Fatui are thinking, how they treat each other. It was really good. So this is honestly a very good 9 out of 10 for me. If only they'd shown just a Tsaritsa with perhaps just a smile, or just something dead, like just her lips in the background, would have been so cool. I thought if they just had added that bit more, this teaser would have been an absolute 10 out of 10. But yeah, the music 10 out of 10, visuals, and for everything else they've put in about a 9 out of 10. And yeah, Sumeru looks to be very interesting from a story-wise perspective. Let me know what you guys thought about this. I thought it was like really cool. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.